Welcome to Priceless Wanderings, a channel dedicated to sharing our experiences traveling with family in Texas and beyond, while hopefully providing some useful tips along the way. I am very excited to release this video about our favorite RV destination in Texas, a place called Camp Fimfo in the Texas Hill Country, located in New Braunfels, right on the famous Guadalupe River. It's a funny name, but make no mistake, this place is amazing. At the time of recording this video, we have had 5 trips to Camp Fimfo. In fact, our very first RV trip was to Camp Fimfo with a camper we rented on RV Share in 2021 as a trial run to see if we would actually enjoy this RV life. That first trip started out pretty rocky, but once we arrived at Camp Fimfo, the stress quickly dissolved and we had the best time with our family. 1 month later, we were purchasing our first camper, Wild Wilma, and I have no doubt that we bought that RV because of the great time we had at Fimfo. Fimfo is no RV park. This place is a full-blown resort with endless activities for the whole family. This place has a pool, a water park, water slides, a swim-up bar, an indoor bar, putt-putt golf, a playground, gym mining, a jumping pillow, pickleball courts, an activity center with daily activities, a mountain roller coaster, a fully stocked general store, and on-site dining. In this video, I plan to provide an overview of these activities, amenities, and accommodations with our own tips and tricks we've picked up along the way. Let's start with booking. Camp Fimfo has a pretty intuitive website that most major RV resorts use to book your trip. So when you go there, the first thing you're going to have to do is determine your accommodations. So where are you staying or what are you staying in? If you have an RV, it's pretty simple. You select RV camping. If not, Camp Fimfo also offers tent camping and cabins. They have numerous cabin options, so be sure to check out the floor plans of each cabin to make sure that the cabin fits your family's needs. They're all pretty nice. They have a camping feel to them. We haven't actually stayed in them, but we've walked through several. After booking your accommodations, you have the options to add golf carts or cabanas to your reservation. Golf carts are not necessary at the resort. However, they are very useful because you can park close to the pool and the amenity areas, and you can actually drive down to the river, which if you plan on spending a lot of time at the river, I'd recommend getting a golf cart because it's a bit of a walk, especially uphill on the way back. The cabanas are another option you can get, which is basically a covered area by the pool that has a table and chairs. They have a refrigerator and they have a TV. The campsites are nice with full hookups and picnic tables. They're not the largest sites, so don't expect to show up and have a state park experience. However, they are big enough to enjoy yourself. When you go to select at the booking website, you're going to select between the preferred red carpet, the red carpet back end, and the red carpet pull-through sites that you can see on the map here. We've stayed at all of these, and our favorite is the preferred red carpet. Those sites do come with a premium, but they are closest to the amenities such that you can ride your bike with the family without having a long trek from the other red carpet sites towards the back of the camp. Those sites back there, they are nice as well. There's probably no difference between the preferred and the regular red carpet sites. But you are on the other side of a hill, so biking can be a challenge sometimes just going up and down that hill. That being said, if you have a golf cart, the hill is no problem, so don't worry about it. For the cabins, there's tons of options. They just opened up a new section of Camp Fimfo that's up on their mountain, and they have even cabins that have hot tubs in them. Make sure you check out the cabins online and the floor plans. I'm sure you can find something that works for you. One of the highlights of Camp Fimfo, especially for those traveling with kids, is their pool, water park, and water slides. The pool is a large resort-style pool with a swim-up bar, basketball hoops, and a volleyball net. If you go to the water park, which is it's right there in the same area. I think they call it a water playground, but there's water slides, there's water features, there's water guns, there's a giant water tower that you can't miss that drops water seems once every 3 minutes, and it's very shallow. So if you have younger kids that can't swim, this is definitely a good safe spot where you can just sit there on a chair and watch your kids have fun. And then they have the larger water slides. So they have 2 tube slides and they have 2 body slides. These are great. In the summertime, slides get packed and they fill up fast. I will say that the green and yellow slide, which has the funnel on it, that slide by far is the most popular and it takes the longest. So you'll see the longest lines for that green slide. What we've found we like to do is we like to go over to the orange and blue tube slide. You can just bypass the line and there's typically nobody waiting. Or if you're tall enough, if your kids are tall enough for the body slides, check those out because there's just never a line. A few tips about this area. Be sure to get there early if you want to get a table in the summertime. Right when the pool opens, you want to be waiting to go out there and put your stuff out. This place is fun, but it's super crowded during the summer and on weekends. If water parks and pools are not your style, you like more of a natural feel, then the Guadalupe River is absolutely for you. Many people opt to go and hang out at the river all day, where you can set up your own tents, you can bring your chairs, or you can just go sit out on a rock in the middle of the river. In the summer times, you'll see tubers floating down the river. They call this the horseshoe because the river makes a big horseshoe bend. So it's very easy to walk up a road, to drop in your tube, float around the horseshoe, and then get out, and you're still right next to where you parked. They have set up Camp Fimfo to make it such that you don't even need to bring your own food if you don't want to. Starting with the general store, this is the main camp store where they have everything that you can need. They got food, beer, wine, camping accessories, snacks, ice, firewood. I think they have propane fill as well. So anything that you need, you can go get at that general store. They do have a restaurant that we talked about briefly. The restaurant has great food. And then Squirrely's Tavern is a bar that you can go to where you just hang out. Starting with the putt-putt golf course, they have a full 18-hole putt-putt course that's free to play. And it's open until nighttime, but even at nighttime, they have string lights that are hung through all of the trees at the putt-putt course so you can see at night. Right next to putt-putt, they have gem mining. This is a feature you may have seen at other resorts around the world. You have to buy a bag of sand with gems in it from the general store, and then you go over there and you pour the bag into your sifter and you sift with running water to see what gems you find. This is an absolute favorite for my daughter, and there's no way we can ever go to Camp Fimfo without doing gem mining. They have a playground that's down by the Guadalupe River. It's a nice large playground, and this has a mini zip line for the kids, which tends to be the most popular thing down there, so be sure to check out the playground. They have a jumping pillow that the only way I can describe it is like a blob you would see at a summer camp. It's just on land and not on water. This is a great time, another free activity for the kids. If you're an adult and you got a bunch of kids on there, I'd say watch out because you can launch your child pretty fast. A few other things that they have a pickleball court. They have an activity center where they have daily activities and crafts, doing things like painting and tie-dye and necklace building and things like that you would expect to do at a campsite. And the latest major activity that Camp Fimfo has to offer is a mountain roller coaster called the Carver. This thing is awesome. I think we've done it 3 times now. It's basically a roller coaster where they take you up 3 times to the top of their highest mountain and gravity propels you down. So it's a great 1 or 2 seater ride. You do have to pay, it is extra, but I will say that the cost is worth it because they do take you up 3 times to really extend the fun. And there you have it. If you were looking for a resort filled with beautiful Texas hill country scenery, activities, and amenities, then look no further than Camp Fimfo Texas Hill Country. In our opinion, these guys are simply doing things right to make your experience the best it can possibly be. And the staff are some of the nicest people we've ever encountered at a resort. Here are a few closing thoughts and tips we'd like to leave you with. That's our thoughts on Camp Fimfo. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and leave comments because we'd love to share our experiences and learn new things about Camp Fimfo in this community.